Every day, 20 million gallons of water is sent from the Meander Reservoir to more than 220,000 customers across the Mahoning Valley. And as you'll see, it's quite the process.
All the water goes through this screen. This screens out fish and debris and anything else that may be in the water that you do not want.
The water is tremendously different and extremely better. I've been here for 30 years. And the biggest change was due to Tony Vigorito having the courage to totally change the type of coagulant chemical that we use.
We've also lowered the amount of lime that we would put in the water.
Our hardness under the old process would probably be in the 80s or 90s milligrams per liter. We've gotten that down into the very low 60s, so it makes the water a whole lot softer.
Overall, the turbidity of the water has decreased substantially, and water quality has improved.
The process starts from the reservoir.
The rubber bladder, you can see the small black rubber on top of the original spillway. That is what keeps back the extra billion gallons of water.
Right up at the very beginning of the process, we add carbon for taste and odor. It moves down through the process. We add potassium permanganate, which is an oxidant, helps take out the organic matter in it.
This is the old original lime slaker. It still works better than, and I hate to say it, better than that. The feed rate is controlled by turning a dial and just moving the shaft until you get the feed rate. So you're maintaining a feed rate on your scale. It's very simple, but it works.
The water's screened. It then travels through a long series of pipes, goes over and has coagulant chemical add, goes through our new SCUs, which allows the dirty water to come in through the middle.
That's the mixing of the chemicals with the dirt particles. So you have lime, you have something called aluminum chlorohydrate, and then you have dirt.
The cleaner water comes through the filter building here.
This is the filter gallery. This is where the remainder of all the water comes and filters through.
Then it goes through the rapid sand filters where we take out what the SCUs couldn't take out. It's put into our clear well where we add the chlorine, the fluoride, and the ammonia, and then it's pumped out to the member cities.
A lot of people really do not understand when they turn their water on in their home or take a shower, flush a toilet, whatever. They do not know where that water comes from.
Most people think it just comes out of the lake and it's barely treated.
People tend to go to bottled water, which is not regulated by the EPA. It is not as safe as drinking water from any faucet or any water fountain.
You know, a lot of misconceptions too is, you know, they're worried about chlorine being in the water, which is necessary because if you look back into the olden days where there was typhoid and cholera, dysentery, you definitely don't want that. Just the fact that you can take water that is that dirty with that many bad things in it and make it as clear as it is and drinkable as it is. And when you watch, you don't realize how many different processes and how many people it takes to do these things.
There was a lot of work. It was several months of testing chemicals, several months of working in the lab, a lot of samples, just a lot of time, a lot of hours spent.
Just really the whole process from start to finish, it's massive and it's amazing.